top stories around the league. Big names coming off the PUP list. Let's start with Von Miller.
Laura, the Bills have opened the practice window, the 21-day practice window for Von Miller to be activated. He was listed as a limited participant for today's practice prior to Sunday's game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's only a matter of time now before Von Miller is back helping the Bills pass rush. They lose Tre'Davious White this past weekend, but soon we'll be getting back Von Miller. As for Cooper Kupp, the Rams also have opened the 21-day period for him to practice and to begin to ramp up to be ready to play. There's a chance he's going to be ready to go Sunday against the Philadelphia Eagles. If not then certainly a week later. But Kupp is close to being ready to play for the Los Angeles Rams, who suddenly have a lot of receivers to throw to. And a short time ago, the Indianapolis Colts listed Jonathan Taylor as a full participant in today's practice ahead of Sunday's game for the Colts. That tells you that Taylor is tracking to be able to play. The question is the unsettled contract situation. Nothing's changed there. He had submitted a request for a trade. Nothing's changed there if there's no contract. So there are other details surrounding Jonathan Taylor's situation that make it a bit fluid, a bit murky, and not as clear-cut as if he's just ready to step in and play on Sunday.
Yeah, I always felt like no matter what all of that was going to be, it would maybe benefit him to play, but I guess we'll find out how it all works out. More from Adam coming later in the show. Let's talk just purely on the football field, Dan. If they get Taylor back, what does it mean for this offense?
The zone read of their offense goes to the next level. And that's been one of the things that has been a little bit of a pleasant surprise. Outside of Anthony Richardson throwing the football, the zone read game has been something that they've utilized relatively well, partly because Anthony is holding defenders on the backside. This offensive line has been able to kind of get downhill. Getting that ball to Jonathan Taylor, either handing it off to him or then forcing guys to collapse, and Anthony being utilized as a runner would be a little bit different. So I think it only makes that zone read be more of a weapon for their offense.
And when that happens, the play-action pass becomes even better,
yeah.
right? We've seen the talent that Anthony Richardson has and the way he runs the football, but also his arm talent as well. Right now, and I'm not a stats guy, but he's 24th in the league in completion percentage in play-action pass. And play-action is only as effective as the threat in the backfield. And with Jonathan Taylor back there, he's a home run hitter that gets runs off at 10, 15, 30-plus yards a clip. The defense has to respect it and open that up for the quarterback.
Yeah, Taylor would be running behind a Colts O-line that ranks top 10 in run block win rate this season. Better. You wonder if he's looking at the team, he's like, wow, they look pretty good without me. Got to get back out there.
It's a different one out of the Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one is like the atmosphere is different. Like it's more intense, more aggressive. Even in practice, guys just getting pumped for this game.
Let's get Adam Schefter back in here. Lots of news to get to. Let's start right there in Baltimore. Tons of guys on the injury report. There's Adam. I was waiting to see if Marcus was going to do the report. Anyway, what do we know, Adam, about who was on the practice field today?
Well, Big Homie could have done that report if we needed him to. He's very versatile, but we don't need him. Here I am with the information. The Ravens had 3 key players back on the practice field today. Odell Beckham Jr. practiced today. Rashad Bateman practiced today. Marlon Humphrey practiced today. Even Ronnie Stanley was back at practice after missing Friday's practice last week. So those are encouraging signs for the Baltimore Ravens as they get ready to prepare for the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. And the Steelers look like they will have their quarterback Kenny Pickett. Despite the fact that he left Sunday's game against Houston with a bone bruise on his knee, Kenny Pickett told reporters today that he plans to play on Sunday and that I'll be ready to go by Sunday. Those are the words that he used. So it looks like the Steelers will have their quarterback out there on Sunday, but they are not expected to have their tight end Pat Freiermuth, who's dealing with a hamstring injury right now. Let's keep in mind the Steelers have a bye after this week, so if Freiermuth doesn't play Sunday, which is the expectation, then he would have 2 weeks to rest that hamstring and begin to give him a chance to get ready for the Pittsburgh game coming out of the Steelers' bye week. And in New York today, the Jets head coach Robert Saleh told reporters that Breece Hall no longer is on a pitch count, which seems to have limited his production through the first part of the season. And Breece Hall not on a pitch count should help the Jets offense. He is a dynamic, explosive running back, and it sounds like he will get the opportunity to run the football more starting Sunday in the Nathaniel Hackett-Sean Payton Bowl.
Oh, we can't wait for that one. See what they do against those Broncos. And by the way, when you think about what Breece Hall did when he burst on the scene before he got hurt, that's pretty exciting for the Jets, especially after Zach Wilson looked a little bit better last week. We're all optimistic here today.